What's up guys, JSkeleton92 here with a tutorial on how to farm for helium on the moon. This is about an 8-minute video just taking you through some of the places where I like to go for helium. I found a lot of the times you can get quite a bit of helium in a little bit of time. The first place is over here to the left when you first spawn. The chests and the helium piles will usually spawn in these locations here. As you see, there's a chest right there, and then there's another pile right down here. Once you get this one, head into this building. I started by going left. I checked this room right here, which there's a chest right there. Sometimes there's a chest around that area too. I make my way down here, and I check this room here. It's a little bit dark. There's usually a chest in there too, but again, not always. Just when you're leaving this area, just go around the edges of the walls, just checking for chests and stuff. There's usually helium around that little like control panel thing on either side of it, where you basically deploy your ghost in that first moon mission. Making your way outside, go to the left. Sometimes there's some in that little dark corner. There's some right here. And go up here. And there's usually a chest or a pile around there too. But not this time around. Going back, I usually check the cave to the left. Which is right there. Sometimes there's a chest in there, sometimes there's not. It really depends. They spawn randomly, but there's so many locations that the helium does spawn that, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I check through these buildings here sometimes. I haven't really found any helium there. Usually there's some right there. And I usually just check around up here, see if there's any piles laying around. So that's pretty much it for the first area. Heading to the second area, there's basically two areas I check the most because they spawn a lot. I check the caves along the way, like that one there. There's one I missed that was back to my left. You'll see it on the way back at the end of the video. There's a cave right there. And then sometimes there's some behind this area right here. I found a chest there a few times. Sometimes I don't bother because it's there's just one chest, but I mean the chest can contain between 1 and I've seen people get up to 11 in a chest. So I mean it's worth checking out for sure. Just follow this path right here back to the area right before you'd go to the temple, and this is the area we're gonna farm next. There's usually a pile right there, as you see, it spawned right there. And then there's a chest right there. They don't always spawn. I've had them spawn sometimes one of them does, sometimes none. I go in this building here next. Check around here. There's usually a chest around that area too. Kill these guys here. Rid of a few of these guys, throw a knife at his face. Alright, I used to check up here too. Sometimes there's a pile that will spawn up here, somewhere around here. Can't remember where, but just give it a quick look and check it out for yourself. Go up here, check in here, there's a chest right there. It's always important to check the buildings. The chests do spawn quite frequently inside buildings. Sometimes there's a pile or a chest up there. Go into this round circular building. And as you can see, there's a pile here. Just check along the walls as you make your way through. I usually go around the right side, just like this. Sometimes there's a chest, sometimes there's not. And it's the wrong window. I usually go out this one right here. Going out this window. Make your way up this hill. And there's usually a chest. Again, not always, but just before I made this video, I found a chest here. So right there is where I found the chest. Make your way down. check in that cave. Make your way up. Check that pile right there. And then there's usually one that spawns on one of these ledges here. Either a pile or a chest. But doesn't seem to be here this time. So going back up, check the cave to your right. Head in there. Usually there's one in there. That's the other ledge right there that sometimes a chest will spawn on. Go down here, clear these guys out, kill them, throw a knife at them, do whatever you want. Blast them with your warlock ability, Titan smash them. Back here there's usually a chest or a pile. Get some armor and weapons. They're uncommon, so usually if you're farming you're above level 20, I would assume, and the uncommons are worth nothing to you, but they are good because they have sapphire wire and weapon parts, which you do need to upgrade your stuff, so those are good to have. On my way back I usually check these few locations real quick, just a quick glance, make sure nothing respawned, and if it did I'll pick it up, of course. I'll check this one out here too. Go down here. Take a quick glance back inside this building. Of course, nothing has spawned this time around, but there's been a couple times where I have had some of them respawn that quickly. So after that, you can just make your way back to the very start. Sometimes the scrapyard here too has some. I usually just pass through it because they don't spawn too frequently, and I just feel like it's a waste of time going there. I feel like the two spots I showed you guys have quite a bit of helium, and if you keep bouncing back and forth between the two, you should gather enough helium to upgrade your legendary or exotic gear or whatever else you're trying to upgrade. Now on the way back, I do check these caves again. There's nothing this time around, but I have seen chests in here. I'll check this one. Let's ignore these guys. Go down here. There's a couple caves here, so I'll check this one here. And there's nothing this time around. And that's the cave I missed on my way there that I mentioned earlier. So there's 3 caves. Flip your sparrow like a pro. And then try to summon your vehicle where you can't. Make your way back down here. And basically rinse and repeat. Start it all over. And hopefully you'll find a lot of helium, enough to supply you with your needs. And yeah, so that's basically the places I farm personally. Hopefully you guys have a lot of luck with it. You guys find a lot of helium. And yeah, if you like this video, smack that like button. Follow me everywhere, JSkeleton92. And until then, game on.